Hello, President Obama, and happy Father's Day to you on this June 21st, 2009. My name is Tom Trento, and I'd like to just spend a couple of minutes with you with some requests and some concerns that I have and I know many Americans have. And sir, this relates to the issue of the Iranian situation that's just boiling over even as you watch this. Sir, I'm sure you're struggling on this Father's Day as you're trying to enjoy, as I am, our families and our children. You're struggling, sir, for three reasons. Number one, you have been ingrained and immersed in the Saul Alinsky philosophy of political relativism, of pragmatism, that the end goal is not the principle at hand, but it's the organization of the community. Sir, that may work well in Chicago or some other city. But on this global theater where at a moment's notice danger could erupt that could be catastrophic to this world, push aside, please, Alinsky, and find within yourself the understanding of good and bad, righteousness and evil. Maybe, just maybe, President Bush was correct that there is inherent evil in the world, and that regime in Iran is in fact inherently evil. Please find that principle, sir. Number two, Dorothy has three friends. You have two. Sir, you have a brain, unquestioned, and you have a heart, a wonderful heart, but you lack the courage necessary for this moment in history. A clear, strong, firm voice is needed, and the courage necessary to be that voice is not present in your being at this point, sir. So please, find it within yourself. If necessary, fall on your knees and look for that courage. And then a word about leadership. It's one thing to lead when you got a House and a Senate and a media and a Hollywood and everybody else on your side. And some reporters even refer to you as God. It's one thing to lead in that intramural arena. But to be a global leader, to be someone who speaks with moral authority that resonates beyond the borders of the United States, that's something lacking in your life, sir, when it's difficult. Certainly you like to stand above the fray and comment on both sides and try to be a mediator, again, in the mold of Alinsky. Please repudiate the Alinsky methodology and get it out of your life. What is needed right now is a clear, firm, strong voice, one that has moral courage, one that understands the difference between evil and righteousness, and one unafraid to lead, regardless of the consequences, regardless of the poll results, regardless of the popularity. And sir, I wish you would deliver this message tomorrow on the world stage. And to the other democracies in this world, your message ought to be loud and clear. Join me. Come, let's get together. Let's meet and discuss what we ought to do with the Iranian situation. If you want to waste time with the United Nations, go right ahead. But I suggest you invite 20, 30, 40, 50 of the world's leading democracies to your house, to our house, to the White House. Put them in the room and start discussing what ought to be done with the Iranian situation. Don't sit on the sidelines and watch young men and women being slaughtered by a thugocracy, sir. And to the clerics of that thugocracy, tell them, quote from the Bible, sir, you are a Christian. Tell them where the Bible says that what you sow, you shall indeed reap. And 30 years ago, they began sowing the seeds of a destructive, theopolitical thugocracy, a cleric-run effort to suppress free will in their subjects. They used Islam to be the tool to suppress and to cause servants to submit. 30 years of that has resulted in today's activity on the street in Iran. So to those clerics, tell them, as a student, as you proclaim of world history, tell them that the history books are replete with totalitarian regimes that denied the civil rights of men and women, that repressed free exercise, that repressed free speech. History is strewn with the carcasses of totalitarian regimes, whether they claim to be religious or supreme. Tell the clerics that, sir. And tell those folks who are risking their lives every day now, and it's not going to stop. You are seeing a revolution, sir. Tell those folks in the street that if they want nothing more than a new regime to implement their apocalyptic ideology to destroy the West, to destroy Israel, they have no friend in the United States of America. They have no friend in the White House. They have no friend in Barack Obama. And tell the others that may be there, because this is the place to be now, to run down the street and to participate in this activity. Tell them that this is not kids' play, that they need to seriously determine if they want to participate in a regime that uses theological, political constructs to destroy humankind, or if they're interested in a Western version, a constitutional republic, a free society, where the cameras and the press are not thrown out if there's a little difficulty going on. Tell that group on the street in Iran, if they're interested in following those principles, they have friends here in the United States. And sir, lastly, to that select group who indeed understand the distinction between a constitutional republic where voting is a privilege and a responsibility and blood is being shed, and they're trying to redeem the martyrdom of Nebba and others like her, killed viciously for no reason. For those freedom fighters, you tell them that help is on the way. You may not know what to do today, Father's Day 2009, but you're going to call together some folks worldwide and you're going to try to figure something out. And you're going to have a message, help is on the way. And you tell them that support for the principles of the United States of America's constitutional republic is indeed the necessary next step in their process from a totalitarian regime to the horror of what they're experiencing right now. Sir, my hope and prayer is that you find it within yourself, as I said. I did not vote for you. I rarely agree with you, though I pray for you dearly. And this is the moment on this global stage. This is the moment where a voice is needed to rally freedom-loving people to support this revolution and work toward the elimination of this regime and true peace being brought into some sense in that area of this world. Thank you very much for listening. Tom Trento. See you.